Hello. Consider me a digital representation of the modern young adult American female. As an American woman, I enjoy a reasonable amount of equality and respect from society, but feel we still have a long way to go. Today, it seems inexcusable to expect anything less than that, yet this wasn't always the case. Who would I be without the women's movement? And where would the women's movement have gone without the 18th century feminist pioneer, Mary Wollstonecraft? Mary Wollstonecraft came of age in the late 1700s in England during what was called the era of Enlightenment. She embraced the principles of Enlightenment in her pursuit to further her logical conviction that women were not put on earth as mere playthings or baby makers. Mary fit the profile of a modern Enlightenment thinker in that she was educated, intellectual, and believed in fighting for liberty and equality among all individuals. She also saw the real potential of human advancement being hindered by the exclusion of the minds of women in its development, essentially tying one hand behind mankind's back. She wasn't promoting so much the notion of women's complete independence from men, as women's freedom to flourish, in every capacity, alongside men. In her book, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, Wollstonecraft says, quote, "Make women free, and they will quickly become wise and virtuous, as men become more so. For the improvements must be mutual, or the virtue of men will be eaten by the insects whom he keeps under his feet." End quote. While an outspoken activist, Mary herself was a victim of societal repression. Following her death, her husband published a memoir of her life, which included choices and actions considered highly questionable at the time, which tarnished her name. Sadly, this resulted in her work being largely ignored for many years until the fight for equality was taken up again in the mid-19th century. In the meantime, many women writers such as Jane Austen, George Eliot, and the Bronte sisters, having realized that their options in life were generally limited to wife, governess, or author, assisted in moving the cause forward in works of literature. Perhaps they were influenced by the invigorating and progressive words of Mary Wollstonecraft. The women's movement was built on the foundation of Wollstonecraft's efforts, although it hasn't been an easy battle. And hurdles continue to block progress to this day. Over the last several decades, it seems some women have reverted to old subservient roles in everything from the revealing and somewhat provocative ways young women dress, like this for example, to the very recent surrendering of their reproductive safeguards through restricting access to birth control and abortion through legislation, but progress continues. Mary Wollstonecraft was not only an active participant of the Enlightenment thinkers, but in a way, she was a test of the commitment of its principles. She was a woman, promoting gender equality in a male-dominated society, but Enlightenment thinkers insisted that all voices be heard, and Mary Wollstonecraft's voice certainly was. Thank you.